meteorologist, Miss Katie Whittaker, with your official Red Hook High School and Mid-Hudson Valley forecast for the week of December 7th, 2020. I'm standing outside of Red Hook High School, and it is a chilly Monday afternoon. If we take a look at the weather observations from Monday around 12:20 p.m., you'll actually see that most of New York State was on the chilly side for most of the day. Not many places hit 40. You'll see that down near the city in the mid to upper 30s. In the Hudson Valley, hanging around the mid 30s. Back in central New York in the 20s to 30s, and if you look up in the Adirondacks, temperatures struggle to get out of the teens today. That's a combination of winds coming out of the north and with plenty of sunshine and low humidity. It is definitely keeping it on the cool side. If we take a look at the weather map, what you'll notice is that there is a ridge building into the northeast. Now, a ridge is pretty much like high pressure, but not quite as well defined. And what you look for on the weather map is sort of this upward bend in the isobars or the iso lines, and that indicates nice weather, just like high pressure does, but not as strong as high pressure. So I expect that we'll be seeing some clearing out for your Tuesday, a little bit unstable. You'll notice on this map too, a lot of these orange dotted lines, those are called troughs, and those are basically the opposite of your ridges. Troughs, you look for dips in the isobars or those black lines, and that indicates unsettled or stormy weather. So what it looks like for us is that we'll have this ridge build in. There'll be maybe a light weak system moving in for your Wednesday, one of those troughs, and then a clear out for the end of the week, and then keeping our eye on some low pressure systems for maybe the weekend. But you can see on the map that high pressure is dominant, so that means clear, calm conditions, I think, for most of our week. Now, question of the week goes out to Liverpool, New York. This is for you, Brian. Thank you so much for submitting your question. And for Liverpool, let me give you a quick forecast for that first. It looks like your week will be cloudy, not all that hard to imagine with where you're located. Central New York sees a lot of clouds, rain, and snow due to lake effect. It looks like you could pick up some traces of snowfall for your Wednesday morning before it changes over to rain, and then it looks like your Thursday and Friday are clear, but keeping our eyes again for the weekend, better chance of snow for you than here in the Hudson Valley. So Brian asked a fantastic question. What is a bomb cyclone, and should I be wary of it? Well, it's one of my favorite phenomenon actually for weather. A bomb cyclone is when a low pressure system intensifies very quickly. You'll see pressure drop 24 millibars within 24 hours. It can be greater than that. It's basically an extratropical hurricane to an extent. You can see high winds, heavy precipitation. So when you say a storm is bombing out, first of all, I get very excited when I see it on a forecasting map. The system that came through over the weekend did bomb out, and when I noticed it doing that on the forecast maps, I got very excited. You can ask my meteorology class. It intensifies very quickly. So you can get things like thunder snow, heavy rain, heavy snow, and those winds can really pick up a lot because the isobars squeeze together, right? Those black lines get really close together, and that can cause some really intense winds. Now, because it's low pressure, when it intensifies, low pressure is all about that rising air. So you add in that instability and that lifting air, and that drives your precipitation as well as your clouds. So thank you so much again, Brian, and I'm happy to answer that question for you. All right, let's take a look at the 5-day forecast for the Mid-Hudson Valley and Red Hook High School. Again, for your Tuesday, look for morning clouds giving way to afternoon sun as that ridge builds in. Temperatures again will struggle to get out of the 30s. I think we're looking at a high of 38. For Wednesday, mostly cloudy, chance of a rain or snow shower, highs in the upper 30s. For Thursday, a mix of sun and clouds, highs in the mid 40s. For your Friday, partly sunny, highs in the upper 40s with lows around 27 degrees Fahrenheit. And for your Saturday, mostly cloudy, again a chance of rain, but with that chance of rain comes a little bit milder temperatures. Highs could be in the mid 50s. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's Weather with Whittaker, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.